Our heart has got four chambers, two atrium or auricle and two ventricles. So this side it is written right side, okay, and this one is the left side, written left and right. Now these four chambers are right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle and left ventricle. These four are the chambers of the heart. Now if you see, in between this right atrium and right ventricle, these two and one more, these are the leaves of the valve, okay, and the name of this valve is tricuspid valve, right. This tricuspid valve is present in between right atrium and the right ventricle. This side you can see, in between left atrium and in between left ventricle there is your bicuspid valve. Now the question is, sir, bicuspid valve and tricuspid valve, because in case of tricuspid valve there are three leaves, 1 2 3, and in case of bicuspid valve there are two leaves. That's why it is bicuspid and this side is tricuspid. Now what is the function? This right atrium, it receives carbon dioxide rich blood or deoxygenated blood. See in the next, here I have colored it with blue. This denotes that this right atrium, it receives deoxygenated blood from the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. Okay, here also it is inferior vena cava and superior vena cava. So it brings the blood from entire body. This one, superior vena cava, it brings blood from the upper part of the body, and inferior vena cava brings blood from the lower part of the body, and both of them, they brings the blood to the right atrium, okay, and this is deoxygenated blood. So this is the function of the right atrium, which receives the deoxygenated blood from both the vena cava, okay. Now what happens to the blood which comes to the right atrium? This is deoxygenated blood, remember this. Now this deoxygenated blood, it goes to the right ventricle through these valves, right. Which valve? Tricuspid valve. It is opening like a cup. This valve is opening like a cup, and it and the blood comes here from the right atrium to the right ventricle, and then the ventricle contracts, and because of this contraction the blood goes through this pulmonary artery, this side left pulmonary artery and this side right pulmonary artery. So where the blood goes through this artery, this pulmonary artery, this blood goes through this pulmonary artery inside your lungs for gaseous exchange, because deoxygenated blood, here you can see deoxygenated blood goes through this pulmonary artery left and here right, okay. Both the lungs are right, this side right lung and this side left lung. After going to lung, there is your alveoli, inside that gas exchange occurs, and after gas exchange the deoxygenated blood, it turns into oxygenated blood. Then this blood, which is purified with oxygen is coming back through the pulmonary vein. You can see here left pulmonary vein and right pulmonary vein. Okay, here also it is the pulmonary vein. It is orange color showing here. Through this pulmonary vein, the oxygenated blood, okay, returns back to the this side, left auricle or left atrium, right? This one here, left atrium. Through the pulmonary vein, the oxygen rich blood returns back to the left atrium. After reaching to left atrium, this auricles contracts, and because of this contraction, this bicuspid valve opens, and through this the blood, oxygen rich blood, will reach inside the left ventricle. Okay, that means you can easily say right side of the heart, it contains the deoxygenated blood, and left side of the heart, it contains oxygenated blood. This side deoxygenated and right side, left side, oxygenated blood. Now after the blood, oxygenated blood reaches in the left ventricle, now left ventricle contracts, and because of this contraction, this aortic valve, this aortic valve opens, and the blood goes through the aorta. Okay, this aorta is joining here. This aorta goes through the aorta to the entire body, or you can say the systemic circulation. This is the basic. Now apart from these all, you can see few more structures, like here you can see some muscles and tendons. Okay, here also these muscles are called as papillary muscle, written here, papillary muscle. And this papillary muscle, it joins with the leaves of the valves through the chordae tendineae, written here, this one. This lower one is the muscle, papillary muscle, and it is continuing with chordae tendineae and joins the leaf of the valves, both the sides. So it helps, because of this contraction of this chordae tendineae and the papillary muscle, the lips opens and closes. So it is actually regulating the opening and the closing of the valves, both the side. So this is the function of the papillary muscle and chordae tendineae. Next, what is left is your septum. You can see the septum here, I have written septum. This septum, it's a muscle, set of muscle. This septum actually separates the entire left part of the heart from the right part, right? This is left part and this is right part. This both the right atrium and right ventricle is separated from the left atrium and left ventricle through this septum. This is the muscle. So this is overall function of heart. So again I am doing the recapitulation. What we have done that our heart has got 4 chambers. Okay, these 4 chambers, both the image you can see, these 4 chambers are 2 auricles. Okay, here 2 auricles and 2 ventricles, 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. Then the names are respectively right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle and left ventricle. See, the entire right part is blue color, that means it is receiving deoxygenated blood, and this entire left part is red color, that is your oxygen rich blood, right? So this is the chambers. Now second thing what we have done is the valves. Right side there is tricuspid valve and left side there is bicuspid valve. Function of the valve is to prevent the backflow of the blood. Okay, so here I have something for you that is very important for you. I have written all the functions of total 10 parts of the heart, right? So this one I have attached in my description. You can download from there and you can read this, it might be helpful for you. So this is the basics of the structure of heart. So please go through this, and if you have any doubt, text me, I will help you. Thank you.